So you finally decided to buy yourself a VR headset in 2024. Firstly, I want to congratulate you for becoming a VR enthusiast or deciding you like it so much it deserves an upgrade. Now the question is, what headset should you choose? Some will tell you to not even think about it and go for the Quest 3 because it's the best standalone consumer level headset right now. And I'm not saying it isn't. But as is often the case in life, making a decision is not so simple, especially if you don't want to regret it later. In this video, I will try to help you see the pros and cons of going for the Quest 3 or waiting for a little longer to see what this year has in store for us. Just to be clear, this is not a Quest 3 review. If that's what you're looking for, you can find it in the right corner or in the description. Let's start with the pros of buying a Meta Quest 3. Firstly, you will be future-proof for the next couple of years, knowing that you have the best standalone headset at the moment. Even when Quest 4 is released, the same as with the Quest 3 right now, most developers will likely not immediately make exclusive apps for the new headset, which will give you around one more year of being able to enjoy the latest and greatest apps. If you enjoy MR experiences, there is no better headset than the Quest 3 with its pancake lenses and depth sensor that will give you the best visual possible at a consumer level price. And like the Quest 2, it can be used as a PC VR headset where again the lenses will offer a better visual experience. Now, let's talk about the cons. Honestly, there are not many. Firstly, we have the price that can be considered a little steep for a person who wishes to buy his first VR headset without knowing if they will like the experience or not. If money is not a problem, or you already had a chance to try VR before, you can ignore this point. Another problem is the speed at which the battery is getting drained when using the headset, especially in mixed reality. Because of that, spending some additional money on a third-party battery head strap is pretty much a necessity. And lastly, the controllers seem to sometimes lose their tracking in fast-paced games like Beat Saber for a split second. If your purpose is not to score first on the leaderboard in such games, this most likely will not be a big problem. If after considering all of this you still want to buy a Quest 3, then I wish you a wonderful time with your new VR headset. For the ones who now have some doubts, let's look at the alternatives you have if you are willing to wait a little longer. Recently, we got new leaks about the Quest 3S, also known as the Quest 3 Lite, a cheaper version of the current Quest 3 headset, which will have the most of its capabilities, but come at a lower price. This is supposed to be the bridge between the Quest 2 and Quest 3 that will most likely be released in Q4 of this year during the Meta Connect. The important part is that according to the leaks, the headset will use the same Snapdragon XR2 Gen 2 chipset as the Quest 3 and even be capable of color pass-through. With these two features, you will be able to enjoy pretty much the same apps that will come in the future for the Quest 3, no matter if we are talking about VR or MR. To reach the lower price, most likely the new headset will use Fresnel lenses instead of the pancake lenses used in the Quest 3 and have a lower resolution. From the leaks we can also see that it will have a lower storage capacity. But even with all of this, in my opinion, getting the Quest 3S as a first VR headset or an upgrade will be a good compromise between not breaking the bank and still getting a modern VR/MR headset that will give you access to the latest games and apps for the foreseeable future. We don't have a definitive price yet, but most speculations say it will be around $299. The only cons of this alternative are the fact that you will need to wait a little longer to get your new VR headset, and the possibility that after finding out all the Quest 3S technical specifications, you will realize the Quest 3 is still the better choice for you. Another alternative that might be soon released is the Pico 4S, an upgraded version of the Pico 4 supposedly made to compete with the Quest 3 or the upcoming Quest 3S. All we know for now is that it will have ringless controllers similar to the ones of the Quest 3 and use the Snapdragon XR2 Gen 2 chipset. If you don't mind not having access to the Meta Store, this device could be another choice to be considered. The biggest problem is that at the moment we don't know anything about its launch date or its price. In the end, the right decision can only be taken by you. Based on your budget and passion for VR, you will need to choose between spending more money in exchange for the Quest 3 at this moment, or being patient and hoping to get a better deal with the upcoming new releases. I definitely don't recommend getting a Quest 2 right now, being so close to the Quest 3's release. Most people will regret this purchase, seeing how much better the new headset will be while still coming at a not so different price. If you have decided already, please let me know in the comments. And if the video was helpful, consider subscribing for more VR content. Hope to see you next time. Goodbye.